and welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show at 4:30. It's been a long day. It's been a busy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Want to put out some thoughts and prayers to people still reeling and affected by 9/11. Here we celebrate 24 years later. And I put a little post up about my old business surviving 24 years post 9/11. Little thing too. Anyway, I do believe you can do anything you want to do. If you really wanted to know, I do. If you need any help, reach out. I'll be happy to help. So today on our show is usually our 4R Thursday, where we talk roles, requirements, reviews, and retros. And today I want to talk a little bit about what do you do. I recently facilitated a retrospective, and there was actions and ideas that the team wanted to do, and my role, as I saw it, was help grease the people that were going to have to help make this successful. Grease the idea, make sure I meet with them. And I met with them all one-on-one. And what I want to share as a Scrum Master or as an agile coach or a leader, when decisions are made, sometimes it's good to go out and reach one-on-one with people. I met with people that were on the team that had assignments, and make sure confirmed that they were accepting of the assignment, and they just didn't get bullied into, yeah, I'll do it, and make sure it was good, make sure they're okay. Before I put out minutes and let everybody know this is what our plan is, I want to make sure they're okay. And then I also met with stakeholders or people outside the immediate team that were going to have to help and contribute to make it a successful plan and what the team wanted to do. And I think it's important to do that. One, I don't want them to be caught off guard that they got pulled in some meeting or some obligation that they weren't part of, right? So no matter what you do, no matter what business you're in, whether you're in IT, you're doing Scrum or not, or you're in something, and you want to assign action items or people to participate, somebody has to go out and meet those people and talk to them about what they're doing and make sure they're on board and okay with it before you go blasting out to the public. And they didn't know about it, because I'm telling you right now, you go blast something out in public that has their name on it, and they didn't know about it or agree to or weren't part of the meeting, you're going to get shot up. So, I mean, not to say that way, you are going to get trashed and side conversations and stuff like that. That's what I kind of mean. They're going to trash you. Say, what the heck? Who is this person? Why did Greg do that? Can't believe he wrote that. I didn't agree to that, blah, blah, blah. So the best way, and what Scrum Masters should be doing and managers, facilitators should be doing, and they should go in one-on-ones and meet with people to make sure they understand what's coming out of the meeting, what the conversation was, have a little bit of time with them and make sure they're okay with it. And get some feedback too. Maybe they have a twist on what they would like to see done based on that feedback or things they've been working for, and you can bring them back to the team. Maybe that'll be the next retro topic, something that the people you talk to in one-on-one, that they had concerns based on what was brought to them, go back and you bring that up as a retro topic. There's nothing wrong, I'm sorry, with Scrum Masters bringing up some topics that other people brought up, and the team can decide on what they want to talk about. They don't have to talk about the item that the Scrum Master brought up or the Agile coach, right? But they can, right? And if they had no topics, go ahead and talk about the one that the Scrum Master had to do. Sometimes you have to bring up some stuff. Sometimes you stoke the fire, like I'm on the campground. You blow oxygen into the fire so it lights up. Sometimes you need to light the fire up. Sometimes they just need a topic to jump onto, right? So I wanted to share that with you, that it's not all about, from a Scrum Master perspective, or pure Scrum or Kanban, whatever you're doing, or system that has retrospectives or meetings where you try to, even if you do an empirical or process improvement or iterations on what you do. There's all different terms for the same thing, by the way. Some people are like, oh, it's this, that, it's all the same. So what you want to make sure is that you're just not facilitating the discussion. Sometimes you, as a facilitator, need to take what was in discussion and action items and facilitate or grease what is going to happen later on with people that weren't in the meeting, right? So it's not just, I'm the facilitator of the meeting, it's all I do, and as soon as they're done, I'll put some minutes together, I'll throw them out to the world, to everyone and their brother and sister that are out there, and they'll all say it at once, and so be it. It is what it is. I did my job, facilitated meeting. Here's all the action. Here's what we're going to do. And you just put it out. Sometimes you got to meet one-on-one with people out there. Now, I'm saying I don't always meet with everyone. Sometimes I miss somebody. I just always prepared to say, well, I'm sorry. And then if you do miss somebody, apologize, right? Make sure hey, I didn't mean to do that. It's something I can do. What would you like to do, right? Those are the kind of things you come up with follow-up questions just to make it better. But I just wanted to share that with you today. I didn't want anybody to think that the job of a Scrum Master in Scrum or someone who facilitated a iteration or a retrospective or a Kanban retro or whatever you want to process improvement, their job is to just facilitate the meeting. That's the job or the role, right? And the retro is the process improvement part where you all meet as a group. So there's the 2 of the R's at the 4R Thursday. I want to make sure people understand their job is also to help facilitate success, right? Facilitate success, facilitate a positive outcome. You may have a meeting with a business owner or something like that, and they want to do X, Y, and Z. And you say to the business, well, let me go talk, if you want to, or I can talk to people, get their feedback, get back to you, and let you know how it would go. And maybe you can tweak the messaging that goes out to everyone so everyone's on the same page and are prepared for it a little bit if you like. That's something we do as facilitators, right? What we do as Scrum Masters, that's what we do as coaches. We offer that capability to help success occur, right? We just don't let the full 4 winds decide which way success is going to go. You try to influence the ability to have success. It's not a crapshoot. It's not rolling the dice and see if you win. You actually do influence the outcome of success. So you just don't want to sit around on your tail and wait for that to happen. So I wanted to share that with you today. I want to just show you I do that too. I don't leave it to just the pureness of what they say in Scrum sometimes. I do play a role as a Scrum Master or as an Agile coach to help facilitate success. Get rid of the blockers. Now, technically, that's what I'm doing, right? One of the jobs as a Scrum Master is to remove blockers and impediments to the team. Well, one of the blockers and impediments to the team is you telling other people they're supposed to do stuff for the team, but they weren't part of the discussion in the first place and didn't know that was coming. And then you get blindsided. They will become the biggest blocker or impediment to the success of the outcome of the retro. Right? It's true. So, in fact, actually, as I think about it, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Get rid of blockers and impediments, right? So part of that are people and personalities and buy-in is a buy-in. Not having buy-in is a great impediment to success. So one of the jobs of Scrum Masters is that you have to go out there and you have to get buy-in to what you want to change. Okay? So I wanted to share that today on the 4R Thursday. And again, it's a big reflection. It's been 25 years since I started my company. And a year into it, there was 9/11. Saw the airplanes crash into the buildings. Kind of stopped that business. And it's, and I paid a year. I was working for the Navy at the time. And whatever income I was paying for all my bills because nobody was doing anything for a year or so. But I just want to convey to you all that you can succeed. In fact, we're going to relaunch that website probably this year, if not beginning of next year. So we're going to do a soft launch this year because it's time. I think it's time to bring it back. I think people are looking for what we were doing. And we're relaunching that some 24 years later after 9/11, 25 years since we started the company. It's on its 25th anniversary. I think it's time to relaunch that. I'm probably going to get a note soon. I should check the ICANN and see when it was we really started the website. So we'll see. But I just want to tell you, you can survive when it looks terrible out there. The world's coming to an end. You'll do it. I know you do it. I know anybody who's watching these videos, they're not here just for the entertainment. Though maybe I'm entertaining. Maybe Eddie and his Coke experiments were very entertaining. but you're also looking to grow. You're looking to achieve something that you don't have now. You're looking to achieve something you dreamed about. And I want to encourage everyone, you can do it. Even the people that survived big events like 9/11, the survivors, I think, have achieved things greater than they ever knew they could do. Right? So, with that, I want to say one last thing. I have full confidence in your ability to get things done, full confidence in your ability to get your dreams. If you need a little bit of help, send me a message, social media, or in all the messages. If you need a coach, I need a coach. I hire coaches too. Even at 57, I still hire coaches to tell me stuff and help me learn things that I didn't know, and they already know it. So that's what I do. And I hire them both ways. Yeah, coach, whatever. Coaches have coaches. With that, have a great day. We'll see you again soon. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow I teach the kiddos, so Fun Friday might be late. We'll see. We'll see if they beat me up. All right. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome day and happy scrumming. See you soon. Take care. Bye.